he begins to reveal something different, his purpose. This is when things begin to fall apart for the disciples a little bit. When they understood what Jesus was really all about. Verse 21. Matthew 16. From that time, Jesus began to show his disciples that he must go to Jerusalem, he must suffer many things from the elders and chief priests and scribes, and be killed, and raised the third day. Jesus, in talking about the cross, included the resurrection. In revealing to them his suffering, he also revealed to them his triumph. But they missed it. Peter begins to say, no, that can't happen. Wait a minute. You missed the resurrection. You caught the part about the cross, which was his purpose, but you missed the resurrection, which is an ultimate, omnipotent display of his power. That Peter actually rebuked Jesus. Can you imagine rebuking Jesus? We're so much like Peter so many times. We don't understand that God can bring great things out of really bad. I mean, before a resurrection, you have to have a death. This is how offended Jesus was at Peter's confrontation. He looks at him and he says, "You get behind me, Satan. You're an offense to me. I don't want to talk about this anymore. This is the way it's going to be." He said, as a matter of fact, it's going to be even more than that. I'm talking about you too. I'm talking about anybody that really wants to follow me, anybody that wants to truly be my disciple. The requirement of Jesus was threefold. First of all, it must be a life of self-denial. We must deny ourselves. We must come to a point where we relinquish our rights up to him. Deny yourself. Getting saved, the first step, is saying, self, you're about to die. Self, you're giving up. I'm not dependent on you for righteousness anymore. I'm not depending on you for good works anymore. I'm not depending on you, and I'm not hiding behind you anymore. Self, get out of the way, I'm denying you. Then Jesus said, you must also take up your cross. An act of self-death. Take up your cross. These people knew what that meant. When he said cross, a better explanation for us would probably be take up your electric chair. The cross was an emblem of suffering and shame, but even more than that, it was an emblem of crucifixion. And they knew what it was. And Jesus was saying, if you really want to be my disciple, you're going to have to die to your own desires, your own wishes, your own wants, your own ways. Now, this is what the cross does. It changes our purpose. When we are crucified with Christ, we are resurrected by his power to live not our life, but his life. I thank God for the cross of Jesus Christ. It's only in the cross of Jesus Christ that I have any reason to brag or to glory or to boast. The only response to us truly understanding the cross of Jesus Christ, the only response that we can give, if we truly understand the cross of Jesus, is a complete and total giving up of ourselves